Hello, what is up everybody? My name is Vortac and welcome to a new game I'm bringing to the channel for a handful of episodic parts called Kingdoms. We're going to be playing some Kingdoms, and this is a new survival crafting building kind of game. I've played a ton of these on the channel. I'm really into these kind of games, and this one does something a little bit different that I think is worth showing off. This game is very NPC-centric. There's a huge focus on NPCs above pretty much anything else at the moment in Kingdoms. We're on update 11, it is early access, it is a little bit rough around the edges, but overall I wouldn't be showing it to you guys unless I thought it was a fun game with, deserving of some support. So I want to thank the team, Oriole team. I'm not sure if they're going by Oriole Studios or if I'm even saying their name right, but they gave me a copy to show you guys, and I thought that was so cool, so I checked it out and deemed it worthy for viewership. And I hope you guys enjoy. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to generate a new world. I'm going to show you guys some of the basic, like, getting started, cutting down trees, all kinds of nonsense like that, and then we're going to check out a settlement. And in the following episodes, we'll start building and doing things like that. So I'm going to hit Generate New World, as promised. I'm going to name it, YouTube World. Hooray! We'll do 1,000 NPCs by default, and we'll set the day to like 15 minutes. We're going to start in like the middle of the day, so we're not going to get a full 15 minutes out of this first day here, but that's alright. I'm going to name myself Vortac, that makes sense. And these are your customization options for characters. You get 5 different head choices, I'm going to go with 2. We can turn hair on or off, beard and mustache on or off, and then we can do our hair color. Like that. So that works. And then you see here 20 experience points. Now we can select starting perks. There's a lot more perks in the game, or skills if you will, but the starting ones that I would recommend, because we don't really need to farm anything right now, is Digger, Chopper, and Benchman. This will get you kind of crafting right out of the gate. I suppose instead of Digger I could do Gardener, but I haven't really seen a way to do either of these in this early stage of the game. By the time you get to level 2, you'll already have this unlocked. You'll be fine. So I'm going to hit generate. We're going to jump in. So we have been greeted with a rather pretty looking game. I've actually lowered the graphics a little bit due to some recording troubles I've been having. But it looks like we're at a solid 30 to 25 frames. So it looks like that worked. Very pretty game, no UI. So now we're left with the question, what the heck am I doing in this game? What is next? Well, I would recommend hitting tab. You'll see we are equipped with an iron axe. I'm going to throw that in my left hand here. I can't do anything with this right box. No idea what that's for just yet. We have our HP, our sleep, and our hunger. If this bar gets all the way up, we're going to start dying of hunger. It's a little bit opposite of what you would expect. And if the sleep bar goes all the way down, that's going to cause problems as well. And over here, our quest menu just shows some tutorials, the basic controls, all the getting started nonsense, kind of gives you an idea of where the game is going. And then we have our character screen. Level 1, no experience points just yet. As we get to level 2, we'll get 10 points to spend on skills, and then all this reputation, fame, and title comes in, obviously, when we get to a settlement, and we need to earn reputation, fame, and title. So, over here, perks, these are just the ones we learned from the start, and then we have all of the things you can so far build and craft, I'm assuming, in Kingdoms. I don't know if this thing starts fleshing itself out as you learn more things, but it seems like these are the things that we can build and craft, starting with the well, which is a settlement center. This is how you establish a new settlement, your own settlement. Speaking of settlements, we're going to check the map next, and I'm going to see what we've spawned in. This is a randomly generated world, and what do we have here? So down in this direction, it looks like we have a settlement that's formed. And then these question marks could mean more settlements, ruins, caves, things of that nature, and it looks like there's one in the far corner of the map too. Since that one's closer, that's where we're going to head. I'm also going to chop down a couple trees just so we have a campfire and things like that. That symbol in the middle is actually some berries we can pick up, and some other plants as well. But berries for now, that'll be our food, that'll help sustain our life. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my axe by hitting 2, now that I've equipped it. 1 is a torch, you're just always equipped with that, so that's kind of nice. And we're going to chop down a tree. It's something I want to show you about chopping down a tree. So we'll chop it down, we'll get a couple pieces of wood. If we're fast enough, we can get rid of the tree. So watch this. It's going to pop up, and then I'm going to keep chopping as fast as I can. Nope, I missed it. As soon as you lose it in your targeting reticle, oh my god, and if you hit it, it bounces around like crazy. We are being attacked by a tree. As soon as you lose it in your targeting reticle, you can't chop it away, but I see what they're trying to do. Similar to like Wurm Online, you have to like chop the tree to get rid of it. But it's just a bug in the game. Like I said, rough around the edges. We did get a couple pieces of wood from that. Nothing stacks currently. Let's throw some berries on our guy here and feed him. And it got dark. Alright, I'm going to start heading towards this settlement, and we'll speed up time here so you guys don't have to walk around in the dark with me. And once we get there, I'll build a campfire, and I'll show you guys around, and I'll show you what these NPCs are up to. I don't know if you guys can see that way out in the distance. It looks like that's going to be our settlement. They've lit themselves a fire for the night. And as I was saying, this is a very NPC-centric game. As we play, and it doesn't take many in-game days for this to happen, the map is going to start populating with settlements just riddled everywhere. It's a little bit out of control. I think if I were to lower the amount of NPCs allowed on the map, that would kind of tame itself. But it's kind of crazy, the amount of settlements that'll pop up. And this is one of those games that kind of plays itself. You can just stand on the hill over there and just watch the settlement kind of grow over time. It's really cool. They chop down the trees all by themselves. They take the wood. They use it on their homes. So they're not just spawning in stuff either. If you're building in someone else's settlement, an NPC settlement, you're going to have to share the trees with them. I thought that was kind of a really cool thing to do. And interestingly enough, it looks like they built near some ruins. Now, in past little maps I've spawned, they don't like ruins. They always tell me to explore the ruins, but they're all too afraid to go to them. So it's kind of interesting they'd be so close to ruins. But, alright, so here we go. As you can see, it's not a fire, it is a torch on a notice board, and we just have some basic stuff going on. It looks like some kind of well. I haven't really seen that before. And here's an NPC. We can actually talk to him. Welcome, traveler. What can I do for you? Now, we have all these speaking options, and you can tell they're trying to get with that kind of Skyrim feel where you ask certain things depending on what you want to learn. So I'm saying the stuff on the bottom. Nice settlement you have here. Can you tell me about it? I want to know who their people are, specifically their leader. And our leader is Hacklanger. I can't pronounce any of these names, by the way. Impossible. He must be here somewhere. He's quite easy to find. The only man in the village wearing a cloak. So that's easy enough. And something else we can do that's really cool. I'll just show you this real quick. If I want to level up a skill and this guy knows something I don't, he can teach me those skills once I level up. Let's say he has gardening. I could go over here and it would say, learn gardening. Oh, worker. Great example. So once I level up, I'll have 10 more experience points to spend, and this guy can teach me worker if I want. Or trader, or whatever's in blue. The stuff in green I have, and the stuff in red neither of us have. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, all sorts of stuff you can do with these NPCs so far in this early edition of the game. So that's pretty cool. We'll get out of this, though, and let him kind of take a rest. And our leader, it looks like there's only a couple people here. What's this guy up to? Welcome to Colonia. What? Colonia? So this is our leader we want to talk to, and he can tell us kind of about what's the places worth visiting. The center of town, the notice board, and the common house. And then we also have anything interesting, and this is the stuff where you kind of start getting into the questing system, but we're not going to go too far into that. I can ask him the closest, like, other settlement, things like that. What else can I do here? I thought, let's see, if I ask about ruins and caves, yeah, there's something strange in those ruins. We try to stay away from it. It's over there, but if I were you, I wouldn't go there. And I could say, what do you mean strange? And he's like, oh, I can tell you something. And you're like, sure. I have a special task for you. So he wants me to travel to the abandoned ruins, because he thinks I'm brave enough. So I can be like, hell yeah, I'll travel to the abandoned ruins. Get out of this, hit tab, and now I have a quest. Search ruins near Colonia. And I can search the ruins, but in the past, nothing's happened. So I can just walk over here and be like, huh, ruins. Oh, wait a minute. Something just updated. I've searched the ruins. They seem to be normal. Oh, wow. Okay, so in the past, it's bugged out on me, but this is cool. So the ruins actually worked. So this is going to earn us some favor in the settlement. This is kind of how you just join a settlement. You just, you know, do tasks for them. Get them to like you. Let's go back to the leader here. Did you see the ruins? I searched the ruins. There's nothing unusual about them. I earned 100 experience and 100 gold. So, well, I trust you. Here's your payment. Now, this is a nice settlement. I've gone to other ones where they've been like, what are you doing? Why are you looking at me? Go away. They want nothing to do with you. So it's kind of hit or miss. We got lucky this time. They're all looking at the stars. Very pretty night sky. Last thing I want to show you guys is building a campfire. Some basic crafting. just to get us through the night here, and it'll also recharge our sleep, which is very important. So I'm going to hit tab again and look how that's doing. Yeah, we're at like 50%. Let's throw some berries on us. There we go. And we have 2 logs. If I go into crafting and hit camp, I can make a campfire, and all I need is 2 logs and the perk digger, which is why now I'm glad I had the digger perk selected. So we can now use this to sleep through the night. I'm going to hit dawn, and there we go. We have successfully recharged our sleep, and our hunger is still going down. It doesn't seem to stay down for very long, but there we go. Whoa, okay, and it looks like a whole gaggle of NPCs have spawned. Whew. Okay, so in the next video, I want to show you guys this real quick. You always want to save, because if you die, you will start at your last save point, and it does not autosave. So YouTube World Save, that's all I want to see. These NPCs are going to start killing that forest back there and building their settlement. So in the next video, I plan on showing you some of the more advanced building techniques, maybe some level up techniques as well, but that should get you through your first few minutes of the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you end up picking up Kingdoms, let me know. I hope you guys like it. There's a lot of times where these early access games can be a little bit hit or miss. We never know if they're going to actually get like really underway in development, or they're going to hit a roadblock, kind of like other games I've played in the past. So hey, I mean, if you're willing to roll the dice in some early access games, I think this one has a lot of potential. But if you just want to stick around, I'm going to do a few videos on it, and you want to form your opinions that way, that's fine too. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like if you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.